Yeah.
Okay.
All
It's
right.
going now. Haha.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello, buddy. There's no one here yet since we have to send the link to Patreon.
That's fine. We haven't done one of these in a while.
There's
It's all good.
link live now.
Live now. Come hang with us. Woo.
That's your friends.
Send us your questions.
And which patron tier is this? This is select tier. This is our host tier, I believe. Spirits. I always check our Patreon to see which tier is the correct one before I post things.
That is correct. We should do that. Okay, this is now like crooked and also slowly inching upwards. Why is this doing this? I tried to tape it so I wouldn't have to keep adjusting it. Oh, slowly upwards, slowly. I'll fix it later. It's fine.
Is it like a physical one that's anchored on the monitor?
Yeah.
Oh, beans.
I'm going to tape it down another time. You can see my good Target friend, my Professor Raven.
Yes, good.
Who I got for $2 while Misha Stanton was visiting, and we went to a really fancy Target. And it was like 2 days after Halloween, so everything from Halloween was on sale. So I bought all of the things.
Yeah, it was fully like 90% off, which was very exciting for us.
I'm just going to re-tape this. I'm so sorry, everyone.
All right.
That looks better.
We have learned some things, and I have opened up the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hi, hello. Because...
Oh, yeah, send me that link so I can see questions as they appear.
Just make sure to pause the Hangout in your YouTube browser.
Yes, or at least mute it. Let's see.
Okay, cool. Boom, boom, boom.
There we go.
Let me put this in the multitude Slack so that our multi-friends can join us.
That would be nice. Hello,
multi-friends. Join us if you wish.
I'm going to click out of that so that I don't keep getting notifications from Slack.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
So the one viewer that we see here is, in fact, me.
Yes.
I think, from the other window.
I think so.
But for those who are going to be watching along at home afterward, want to talk about our favorite Instagram account?
Yes, let's talk about our favorite Instagram account, because I talked about it in a recent episode, and I still am very, very staunchly for this being a Patreon goal at some point.
Okay, intro us. Where'd you find this?
I found it. I'm trying to remember how I found it now.
Look at my phone so I can look as we.
I don't even remember how I found it now. I think I was just scrolling through stuff on Instagram, and Instagram was like, "You seem like you like creepy houses that are relatively affordable." I'm like, "Oh, I do." They're like, "Well, here's cheap old houses for you." Instagram, thank you. Thank you for this gift that you've given me.
Oh, it's very good. So this is called Cheap Old Houses. That's the Instagram account name. And it shows you cheap old houses. It's very good.
What more could you want, really?
Yeah, we were actually we were at a bar, I think, and Julia was like, "Give me your phone," and then subscribe me to this Instagram feed, knowing that it would be my downfall, because one day I will buy one of these homes. So yeah, they just show you like beautiful old houses for very small amounts of money compared to the amounts of money that Julia and I would pay for a home here in New York, which we could never do.
I think, honestly, the first one that was posted today is a personal favorite of mine, because it's just an old school that is definitely decrepit, definitely haunted, and has like, and is like $16,000. Like, I could just clear out my savings right now and buy that house if I wanted to. I won't, but like,
I couldn't, but I feel reasonably certain that I could be approved for a mortgage for $16,000. I think that would be okay.
Sure. I think that would be fine.
It's just very good. And so, yeah, we joked at that same bar that we would really love to have a patron goal that is buy a haunted house, which would be very fun.
To which Eric responded, like an attraction or an actual haunted house? I'm like, an actual haunted house. I don't want to have to run an attraction and like hire teenagers to scare people, but I would buy a house with actual ghosts.
So good. Yeah, like I don't need to be running a haunted house and taking people's money in a house that may or may not actually be haunted. But I do want to buy a home and live in it and be like, hello, friendly ghosts. I realize this is completely anathema to all of the advice we give our listeners in Hometown Urban Legends episodes. But I want it. I want it.
I get it. I want it too. So my camera's still moving right along. So hold on.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what I did to it. It was better before. All right, keep talking while I fix my camera.
I will. Okay. But yeah, so kind of material changes to spirits. It's exciting that both Julia and I now, okay, I'm going to mute you while you do that. There you go. There you go. Anyway, so I'm really excited that both Julia and I now work at home doing podcasting stuff and podcasting consulting full time. There you go. I think I've unmuted you now, Julia. Wait for it. Maybe not. No, hold on. How do I don't know if I can unmute you. Hold on. I'm trying to click the.
I unmuted myself.
Aha.
Like a real champ.
We know what we're doing here. Anyway, so yes, we no longer have to schedule these hangouts in between like working day jobs and figuring out time to actually record the podcast. So we know that it's been a bit of a time with fewer hangouts than promised, but we're back to it. So we're excited. They won't always be at this time. We're going to kind of move them around so different time zones can enjoy. But yeah, here we are.
Yeah. We're calling this, are we calling it coffee with spirits? Tea with spirits? All right, cool.
I have tea right here. Ooh, cute mug.
Both of our mugs, very cute. I'm into it. Mine is a Library of Congress mug.
Oh.
Because I worked there once.
You did. For Christmas last year, I asked Connor and his girlfriend Jackie for a mug so big that you could like have an entree of soup in it. And that
is my goal whenever I buy a mug. I'm like, can I eat an entire can of soup if I poured it into this mug? Okay, then yes, I can buy this mug now.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. Actually, speaking of which, your Christmas presents just shipped.
Hey. Nice. I'm looking forward to them.
Because they were originally like, we're probably not going to be able to get to this to you before Christmas. I'm like, bitch, what? And then they were like, oh, thanks to the other people who helped us, and now everything's shipped. I'm like, good.
I bought some shoes recently that look like multitude colors. There they are on the shelf. They're very pretty. They are black with teal and pink. And I had to pick them up from the FedEx store because apparently they were so special. I had to like sign for them, and I wasn't home. So I went in. It was before Thanksgiving. And so I walked in, and it was already like a hellscape. It was so crowded. The packages were just like everywhere. The staff was like on top of their game and like doing their best. But as I was walking out, I was like, good luck in this time of year. And she was like, thank you.
Yeah, I just went to the post office. I try and do it like not within the first hour, but also not towards lunchtime because otherwise that's when like people with real jobs go to the post office. And there was still like a 6-person deep line. So
I feel yours. Julia, I'm going to let you talk while I mute myself and blow my nose.
Ooh, blow that nose. Oh, yeah. We're super glad that we're doing these again. Honestly, we weren't able to back when Amanda and I were working different hours and stuff like that. But I am super glad that we can now because, one, I like to get to talk to Amanda and tell her about my day and stuff. And you're not muted anymore, so I can stop talking.
Thank you. Yeah, and it's fun to hang out with people, even though right now we are only talking for those who are going to be watching in the replay. That's okay, because we love you too. We're also very excited about doing extra Urban Legends episodes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm so ready for it. As we said in the episode today, we love doing them. It's really fun to hang out with all three of us. And as we do more of these hangouts, it'll be different mixtures of us. Sometimes Eric may be on, sometimes Julia or I may not be. So it'll be nice for the team to just have some hang times.
I like hang time. I like all of y'all. That's why I do a podcast with you.
Wow. So what else is on your radar, Julia? What are you working on right now?
I like spirits-wise, multitude-wise, or like life-wise?
Life-wise. Tell the people how you do it.
Doing all right. We're shipping out our holiday cards. That's why I went to the post office today. Mike is secretly watching us at work right now. Hi, Mike from Potterless Podcast.
The people that you're watching a very popular podcast instead of working with very popular podcasts.
I think it's the best of two worlds. So shipping those out, I'm very excited. In life, I've been doing some sound editing, which is weird because I've never done that before. And it's a very ambitious project that I wasn't expecting to be a part of. And here we are now. So
yeah, you are. Boo-boo.
Boo-boo-boo. Yeah. It's called Janus Descending, Janus Descending, like the opposite of ascending. And it's like a sci-fi horror, kind of told in the same format as the last 5 years.
Huh. So like kind of X, like one starts from the beginning, one starts from the end, and they intersect at some point.
Yes, and we're just at the intersecting part right now, which is very complicated and super ambitious, and I'm very excited about it.
That's awesome. I give you a lot of credit for working on and listening to really complex like sci-fi shows and audio dramas and stuff, because a lot of the time I'm just like, nope, I need to listen to one 20-minute nonfiction podcast and then read a crime novel and then go to sleep.
Yep, I feel that. I feel that real hard. Actually, I would like to, I think I recommended it in last week's episode, maybe. I did. Wild Thing, though, is a very, very good nonfiction podcast that I've been digging lately. I think they just wrapped up their like main full season, but they're doing like bonus episodes and stuff like that. It's very good.
That's awesome. I was talking to a mutual friend of ours yesterday, talking about kind of creator burnout, and I was like, if no one's told you, I hereby give you permission to produce your podcast in seasons and not every other week.
Oh my God, yes.
There's strategic advantages to doing it all the time. Like people, when they recommend spirits on Twitter to their friends, will be like, it's weekly, it's great. And as a fan, I just want like more, like MOAR and stuff my face with the podcast that I love. But as a creator, you want your show to be around for a long time, if that's the plan. And so sometimes doing it in a season model and having time to catch up or to take a break, take a breather is really important.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it also depends on the kind of content that you're producing. Like if I knew someone who was doing audio fiction nonstop, like every other week, that would be wild. That would be nonsense because
like your friends that join the party.
Yeah. Like my friends enjoy the party, but it's just like creating something that requires so much effort and like a full team. I can't even imagine creating that all the time.
Yeah, it's definitely a conversation that I'm glad people are having more, among like our friends and peers in the creator community, like talking more and more about burnout because it feels so like shameful when you're experiencing it, but it's good to talk about because a lot of us do. Also join the party, head writer and DM, Eric Silver.
Hey, Silver, what up?
It's a multi-fam coffee time experience. When we have an office someday and we do like streaming and stuff, that's what we can call our morning Jackbox streaming versus our happy hour Jackbox streaming.
Two very different, very important things.
Oh, most definitely. I feel like the jokes will devolve over the course of the day.
I mean,
depending on your point of view, really.
Depending on your humor.
So Julia, when, and it's a when, not an if, we buy our haunted house, again, a house that may or may not be haunted and not an attraction haunted house, what rooms do you want to put in that house? This is going to be like somewhere with lots of space, unlike where we live now, where every room is like serving 14 purposes. What rooms or like features would you want?
So here's my dream.
Yes.
I want to buy one of these definitely haunted houses and I want to turn it into like a podcast retreat.
Very good. I love it.
So I want half of the bedrooms to be bedrooms where podcasters can stay. And then the other half be like recording studios where podcasters can record. Also a library, obviously.
Yeah, I really like the idea of like a sun porch or a conservatory. And somewhere with like lots of skylights and windows because we audio people often have to record in rooms with none of those.
Yeah.
So it would be really nice to have that space with just like, desks or comfy chairs that people can write in and chat and have coffee and stuff.
I was gonna make a suggestion, but you haven't watched Hill House yet, so you wouldn't get the reference.
No, I haven't.
I was gonna say just like a greenhouse room with a bunch of creepy statues in it. Like, what else could you need?
I know. I just want to be surrounded by like as many plants as I have books, and have a bunch of like soft surfaces. That's pretty much what I want.
One of my good friends moved up to New Hampshire a couple of months ago, and she just got a new place. And every time she like posts pictures of it on Instagram, I die a little inside, like in the I need to be living that life kind of way. Yep, because like she'll take a picture, it'll be like outside it's snowing, inside here's my like old Edison stove with a bunch of just like artwork and also plants around it. I'm like, that's not fair. That's just not fair.
I know. I totally agree. And I mean, again, like we say this and then we can come into the city and like go to happy hour and see like 20 of our friends in the same room with no advance warning and all that stuff. Go to like cool restaurants and weird shows and whatever. And those are all have real advantages. But I think that rich people have it right when they like split their time between Brooklyn and Beacon.
I was going to suggest that actually.
Yeah.
Just be like 1 month one place, 1 month the other place. That totally makes sense to me.
I know, or weekdays, weekends, like that. That would be really nice.
Oh, man.
Clearly, we have to make Multitude into a big old business so that we can afford these things.
We can only dream. I will say that when I was showing Jake the haunted houses that I want to buy, his stipulations were he's like, okay, well, I have to go and make sure there aren't like actually malevolent ghosts. I'm like, cool, awesome, totally fine. And then he's like, and then two, like, to make these places livable, I'll probably have to take like a month or two off of work. I'm like, awesome, you're the best.
The great thing here is that Jake is a building inspector and trained as an engineer. So I think he actually has found his niche where he is not just a home inspector, but like paranormal home inspector.
Yeah.
For like mold problems in the walls, and then also specters.
I mean, he can technically do that anywhere in New York State because that's where his building license is for. And then, like, I don't know how you get licensed to be a paranormal investigator. You probably don't.
I think it's a mantle that you take on yourself.
I mean, you just like make business cards and then it happens.
That's what I hear.
You just buy some stuff off of Amazon. Okay, sorry. Side note, Amanda, did you see the whole thing with the like woman who had this outrageous wedding invitation thing and like dress code? And then did you see the like follow up to it? Be like, okay, we're gonna have a like truth party because we bought what's the thing called, like a lie detector? What's
the EMR reader or something, or is that Scientology?
I don't remember, honestly. But they were like, we bought a $99 one, a real one, off of Amazon. I'm like, whoa. And we're going to test everyone to see if they're the ones who like released all of this info about our wedding. I'm like,
oh no. I really want to see that post though. If you could find the link, I would greatly appreciate it.
Hold on 1 second. I will find it.
Hold on. Oh, beans.
Wedding. Dress code bride. Oh yeah, viral. Found it. 1 second. This one I think is probably the most updated. Remember, the venue is extremely upscale, and we want to be looking our absolute best, ladies and gents. Please, if you look like trash, so will we.
Oh no.
Oh no. Good.
Oh no.
Oh, it got taken down from Reddit. Oh, I gotta Google polygraph party because that was what the second.
Polygraph is the word, yes. Oh man, that's very bad. That is very bad.
Got it. And this is on The Knot, so you know that you're that you're screwed if The Knot is commenting on how ridiculous you're being.
I must say, though, I did just today see a video of a wedding that I attended, which was very well done. There was like a little, what do you call it, like tilt shift time lapse. It was really, I mean, I understand spending good money on a photographer or a videographer, but much of the time when I see this like wedding planning stuff, I'm just like, oh no.
No. As someone who's going through it right now, there's certain things you want to invest in, and then there's certain things you don't want to invest in personally, like as a person, you know?
No, I hear you.
It's just
Have
bad.
you guys made any decisions about your wedding other than the Lux porta potties that you are going to be renting?
No, but I'm very excited about those porta potties. We have our photographer. I think we basically have everything but the DJ at this point, though I might have a lead on that. We shall see.
Very nice.
I'm very excited. But yeah, it's good. Wedding stuff's good. It's stressful, but good.
You got your dress. That's a big one.
Mm-hmm. Well, my dress is in production, but I haven't received it yet.
Yeah, you have the whole situation.
I got it designed for mad cheap, yo. If you're doing a wedding and you want a dress that you designed yourself for $2,000 or less, please check out Anomaly. It is very good. I highly recommend it. The process has been really smooth so far, and just in general, great.
It is very exciting. I'm giving myself until like the spring to search for a bridesmaid dress.
No worries.
It'll be nice though.
I don't doubt it. Plus, like, you guys can basically wear whatever you want. I am not picky.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, we gotta start planning my bachelorette party soon.
No, I was just thinking about that the other day, and we have talked for a long time about doing like a Disney food and wine festival, which I think would be super fun. But I don't know when they are. I know there's one in the fall.
Yeah, I think they're like usually in the fall. I don't know. We'll have to look. We could also just do something that's like doesn't require us all to fly to one place. We'll see. I was chatting with my other bridesmaid, Carly, about this the other day, for listeners who don't know who Carly is. And we have a couple of ideas. I'm going to put a group chat together and hey ladies it at some point.
Ladies. It's very good. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's a mini series from the beautiful website The Toast, where it was like a parody thread of a bachelorette and like wedding planning email, like group email thread. It's great.
It's so bad, but like in a good way.
It's very bad and very good.
Oh man.
I just read a book called Disney War about the like corporate history of Disney from, sorry, I was buffering there, from like 1940s pretty much to the present. And wild. Lots of things going on there.
Sure.
They almost bought Hilton, or not Marriott, excuse me. They almost bought Marriott because they were like, wait, we own one hotel and we also own millions of acres of park. Probably we should get into the hospitality game. And so it was just really cool to see the like evolution decision-making wise of things we think of as being like completely, you know, of course they would do that because Disney does it now.
That's surprising. I thought Disney opened up with 3 hotels when they opened. We're talking about World, right?
Yeah, it might have been 3, but it was like a small number. And I think in California they had like 3 before they had none, or like vice versa.
Right.
And so they were saying like, wow, in Florida especially, there's like lots of hotels around the property, so why shouldn't we actually build some?
Yeah. Oh man, that's Disney. You know how to monopolize shit real good.
They really do. They really do. They were also like really opposed to releasing anything on VHS because they had this like Disney vault. And I didn't know what the vault meant, but originally it meant that every 7 years they would bring a film out of the vaults and put it back into theaters.
Interesting.
So like Snow White would only be in theaters every 7 years because their rationale was like, oh, well, that's like a micro generation. So by the time you like have kids in that time, the kids will be ready to see Snow White for the first time.
Wow, that makes a lot of sense.
But also, we could show our kids the movie twice a day, every day, like they want to be.
That is true. Oh, Mike is leaving, but also he said that he did the fall one. It was dope, but you could do cooler food things for less money.
The food and wine thing.
Yeah, the food and wine festival.
Do a like bizarre, cool, expensive tasting menu type situation, like the food and wine, you know.
Hold on. Carly recommended this cool place in Maine that she went to for like a weird business retreat because that's what she does. Okay. But she said it's like really close to Portland.
Portland's lovely.
And hold on, I am in the wrong chat. Let me Google this thing. All right. So It is called, and I'm going to send you a link, Amanda. What is it called? Wow, this looks fancy as hell. It's called Cliff House, Maine.
That sounds pretty haunted, not gonna lie.
I know, it does sound great. Okay, I got it. 1 second. I am sending you the Google.
All right.
But it looks hella fancy.
Man, I'd be super down for just like chill, relaxing eating weekend.
Yeah, totally fine with that. And then like go spend some money in Portland at some nice fancy hipster restaurants, and then what else?
That sounds dope.
Could be fun. I could be into it.
That sounds beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
We could do it like before the like summer season really starts.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, that'd be nice.
It's very pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right, Carly.
I gotta start to that hangout real quick. Later, after this week, I'm going to create that group text so we can, hey, ladies, it up.
Yeah, but listen, we're all great though. So, like, yes. I cannot conceive of like I read the Dear Prudence advice column, and it's wonderful from Danny Ortberg. And there are sometimes questions like, hey, so I need to have like my fiance's estranged sister who I've never met as my bridesmaid to like fix the family rift. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I've never heard. Oh my God. I can't, and like, you know, different people that we know have also been like groomsmen and bridesmaids recently, and just hanging out for that length of time in that like high pressure of a situation with people you don't know is like, oh, yikes.
No, I'm not about it. Like I get stressed out in groups of people, and having to like force myself to hang out with people I don't know would be the worst situation I could possibly imagine.
Yeah. Oh, well, this hotel has a spa, Julia, so your girl's all in.
Fuck yeah. Spa time.
Yes.
All right, I'm all about it.
Beautiful.
Oh, wow. We got to think about what we're going to do for your wedding when that happens.
I know. I just want to get married in the Met Museum.
I mean, expensive, but you could probably do it.
I don't think they let just normal people do that. I think you have to know someone.
I think you can definitely do, maybe not the Met, but you could definitely do the Museum of Natural History, because I looked it up.
Yeah. Oh, hey, hi, hello, Eric Silver. You're back.
Hello, Eric. Hello, friend.
I love how the episode Join the Party that came out yesterday, people are calling Eric like a trickster god because he pulled some tricks on us as the DM. And we had a episode of Spirits today about a trickster figure, Anansi. So I thought that was a very fun little coincidence.
I do love tricksters. They're some of my favorites. Bringing it back to spirit stuff. Since we just spent like 20 minutes talking about weddings.
We did for a long time. And I'm sure that people who are rewatching this afterward are like, can I skip forward to the part where it's no longer about a wedding?
I'm sorry. You can't.
Maybe I'm underestimating Spirits listeners. Eric says, Housing Works, the bookstore in New York City, is the best place to get married. Completely agree. It is lovely. Has a little like balcony up top, which is cool.
Yeah.
Spiral staircase, library, ladder.
I think I've only been there once. I think I was there for like a book signing or a reading or something.
For a reading or something.
Yeah, that was it. I just don't remember what it was for.
Me neither. But it's very much like old world library look, which is be good.
Yeah, you'd have to get married in like a museum or a library or something. I don't think you have an option otherwise.
I don't like the outdoors very much.
Meanwhile, I'm doing both outdoors and a museum. So
yeah. Well, you get the best of both. And it's also all nautical, which you enjoy.
That is true. I'm very excited for that. Eric says that the only thing is that it's relatively small and you have to use their vendors, but it's very cool.
That sounds worth it. I'm down.
There's also nothing wrong with having to use the vendors. Like we have to use the caterer that's like on site for our wedding site, but we could also like bring whatever food we want on top of that. So like, I don't know.
It probably means that those vendors know the thing really well.
Yeah.
You know, and like they know all the you know, how much to bring and what the kitchen is like, and they have the whole machinery down. So that probably is a plus.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of like they know how to accommodate you for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, I can see it.
Books. Oh yes, I cannot wait to rent very oversized lawn games for your wedding. I want cornhole that's like the size of a person.
Yes, we're the game plan right now. Cornhole for sure. I want to get the like giant Jenga set.
Oh,
like
very
big
good.
one.
Very good.
And then a game that I don't know if it has an actual name, but it's called Polish Horseshoes, which sounds a little problematic when I say it out loud. But it's like frisbee, beer bottle, pole that you stick in the ground, and then you play in teams where you have to like try and hit the other team's like either pole or beer bottle, and they have to try to catch both the frisbee and the beer bottle.
That sounds hilarious.
And you have to always have a drink in one hand, so you're like catching and throwing with only one hand. It's very good.
That sounds very good and messy.
Yeah.
And so maybe that's later in the night. Yeah. That sounds funny.
For sure. Well, the beer bottle is empty.
Okay.
To be fair. The drink in your hand is not, though.
I can also see a very like classy beer pong situation.
Oh, for sure. Like, I don't know what classy beer pong looks like. I was about to be like, well, like wooden everything.
Yeah, wooden tabletop, and then like get like plastic gimlet glasses as the cups.
Of course, like champagne glass.
Yeah. Well, that's the hard level. So easy level, you get gimlet glasses. Hard level, you get champagne flutes.
Yes, I like this.
I'm just saying.
I think champagne pong gonna need to be a thing at my wedding.
Hell yeah! Killing it with your wedding party contributions.
So good. This is why you're my maid of honor.
Thanks.
Hey. Oh man. This is gonna be a complete tangent. You want to see the fancy dice I got for Cyber Monday?
Hell yeah, I do.
Just because they're over here. Gotta take the label off. There we go.
Ooh.
Look at those pretty boys. They're metal.
Boys.
And they're very heavy, and I like them a lot.
Metal dice are very good. Mm-hmm. Crunch. Dice.
It's rose gold and black because I'm a true goddamn millennial.
I ordered rose gold ones from Kraken on a sale as well with gold lettering, and they ended up being very small boys. They are very small. They're like as big as your pinky fingernail. That's not what I intended, but okay.
I have the Trial by Fire, which are their like metallic rainbow ones in the small ones, and I like them a lot.
Adorable.
I might just give you those for Christmas.
I don't need more dice.
Okay.
But if you're in dire straits, that's okay.
No. I'm definitely not in dire straits.
Julia's making silent. The thing is, on Hangouts, you can't see the other person if they're not making noise. So you have to do a little noise with your shoulder dance if you're going to shoulder dance.
I made a song to go along with it.
Songs are very important additions.
They are, for sure. Let me think if you want to talk about the live show?
Yeah. So we are doing 2 live shows in Seattle around PodCon. It is very exciting. You know, we really want the chance to get to perform in front of people and to see our listeners and all that stuff. And, you know, the conference, there's only so many hours in the day and so many things you can do. So we thought, heck, why not just plan our own? So we are at this awesome venue called the Jewel Box. It's like 10 minutes away from the convention center. We're going to have 2 90-minute shows. That's all multitude all the time. So we'll have some spirits, we'll have some Potterless, we'll have some horse, and then some like variety acts. So you'll get to see every member of Multitude on the stage between the 2 nights. I think everyone each night also. But they're going to be different shows doing different things. Some of them will have guest stars. Some of them will be just your faves. So I'm very excited and only small nerves. Only small bit nervous.
Only smalls. We have 2 pretty cool guests lined up, I think, at this point.
We do. And one of them tweeted about the show. So I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
All day. is going to be with us for Spirits, talking about some spooky stories.
Yes, and he is our Friday night guest. So if you are trying to decide between the two, one, you should come to both because the tickets are pretty cheap. Yeah. And also, like, they're going to be really fun shows. But two, Paul Bay is going to be there Friday.
Yeah, and he is a good boy. We like him.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It'll be very fun.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very fun.
I am checking, one second, I'm checking a package that is supposed to arrive today for Jake for, all right, cool, they're still on time.
And Eric just pointed out in the chat that there are 3 special guests. So there are 2 confirmed, and I will tell you, Julia, offline, who the other person is.
Okay, I didn't know about this other person. I'm very excited.
Yeah, it is a big fan of horse. So it'll be very fun.
Okay, I think I might know.
Yeah.
But you'll confirm with me later. You could also chat it to me real quick if you wanted to.
Oh, that's true. We have a private host chat.
Very fancy host chat.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Is that, I'm assuming that's Thursday night?
Thursday night.
Yes, okay. Because I knew that that person might have a conflict Friday night, so I was pretty sure it was Thursday.
So we have special people on Thursday and Friday, and it's going to be a very fun.
That is very cool. I am very excited.
I know. So yeah, we're really stoked, and we're going to have a little space at PodCon for people to stop by and say hi to the multi-hosts when we're not at other panels or doing other panels. So it'll be really nice, and one of the few times that we're all in the same place. So that's always really nice for us too.
I am very excited for our little booth. If you want to just like come hang out, I think we're gonna do like, I don't know, just beanbag chairs maybe. Can we get beanbag chairs? I'll make it my mission Wednesday to like find a place to buy cheap beanbag chairs.
Or online, we can have them delivered to someone's house nearby. But that would be very good, I think, to have some beanbag chairs.
Cool. I'm gonna Google beanbag chairs real quick and see how much they are on Amazon.
I know. They might be expensive, or you might be able to like buy them at Costco or something and then return them. I don't know.
I feel like beanbag chairs probably aren't that expensive.
I can definitely get some cheap ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. That one's a small one for $30.
Okay.
There's like children-sized ones for about $20. But if you're there, you're not going to care the size of the beanbag.
That's true. You just want soft seating.
Ooh, these are nice. Oh, very bad reviews though. Never mind.
Fair enough.
I'm into it. Do you want one that's like a soccer ball? We could do that.
I mean, sports? I feel like that's more on the
I'm sure that they have that somewhere, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
It's kind of ridiculous that beanbag chairs cost as much as they do.
Yeah.
Just
like that's one of those items that you don't really realize will be expensive, and then you're like, oh, wait.
You can get a set of 2 for $85.
Okay.
It's not terrible. Not terrible. Let me see if I could just Google cheap beanbag chairs.
What a Google. What a search. What a world.
Yeah, they're all like in the like $25 and up range. Interesting.
I mean, if it's like not like $60 per beanbag chair, though, I think that's pretty okay.
All right, we can find some beanbag chairs to make this happen. I'm into it.
Well, while we research that, Julia, any parting words for our beautiful patrons who are supporting us and helping the show happen?
I love you all. Sorry that we spent a lot of time talking about beanbag chairs and weddings. You're all wonderful human beings, and thank you for making Spirits possible.
We really support you. We love you. We hope that you enjoy the new episodes that'll be coming your way. The first one should be coming out within the next couple weeks. And we so appreciate you, I should say, and your support, especially this time of year, and everybody's, getting their presents in order and whatnot. So prioritizing, giving back to art that makes you happy makes us really happy too.
You do make us happy. You're all wonderful human beings.
And remember,
stay creepy.
Stay cool.